I have doomed Earth. Earth, the only place in the universe whose people let me call it home.
Alright guys, how's it going? I just want to inform you guys of a new change that I'm kind of making in these videos starting this week. I kind of want to be more transparent and more honest here, because as weirdly passionate as I am on this franchise, I've got to admit that there's some flaws to it, especially when we're talking about the topic that I'm going to be talking about today, which is the actual character of Optimus Prime. I'm weirdly passionate about this character, and the only reason why I'm giving Michael Bay any credit for how Optimus is depicted is because he didn't absolutely annihilate and destroy this character in his films. He did some things right, and the first thing that I really want to mention is the visual aesthetic. One thing I give him credit for is that when the first Transformers movie was debuted, is before that time Optimus Prime didn't have a pair of lips, and he just had this metal plate in front of his face, which was really cool. But a lot of people had a lot of backlash about this change that they were making to the character, that he actually had lips. But now it's such a great element of the character, and it makes him more human. And now in this sense, we can actually tell the difference between his emotions of happiness, sorrow, frustration, and whatnot. So how that's influenced Transformers culture as well has also been really good. But I don't know. Other things, there are problems I have with the way Optimus is portrayed in this franchise. Primarily his temperament, which is the only thing I really want to touch upon in this short video that I want to make today. The Optimus that I knew as a kid growing up on the original TV shows is that he maintained complete composure at all times, and he was always the father figure that that kids would look up to watching this show.
Primes are built that way.
Never seen Optimus laugh, cry, or lose his cool.
I do not condone the termination of any defenseless life form.
I'll kill you! Stay back!
Don't shoot!
I think another great decision that Michael made in making this franchise was to bring back Peter Cullen, because he embodies the voice of Optimus Prime and takes it so close to heart. So I'm just going to share this clip in closing of this, just to show how endearing the voice really is to our culture, really how important it is, and how it really just gives us a great look at who really is Optimus Prime.
That read for the part of Optimus Prime, and I had no idea, what it was all about. It was a truck that talked. My brother and I were living together at the time. Perhaps there's a few out here that would know the story, but my brother Larry was a Marine who fought in Vietnam, and he was an officer, and he was given the Bronze Star for valor, a couple of Purple Hearts. Yeah. He did everything. I mean, he played professional football as well before being in the Marine Corps. And when we were living together in Hollywood, I was going through a little change in my life, and he asked me, I said, "Peter, where are you going?" He said, "I'm going to an audition." He said, "Yeah? What are you auditioning for, Pete?" I said, "Well, I'm auditioning for a truck." A truck? Hey, that's great. I said, "But he's a hero truck, Larry. He's a hero truck." No, what I mean is he's, I don't know much about it, Larry. I just know he's a truck, and he's a leader. He's a hero. And I was, getting a little nervous and wanted to get in the car and get out. And he said, "Peter, if you're going to be a hero, be a real hero." And he got very, very calm. And he said, "Don't be shouting and posing and pretending and yelling and acting tough." He said, "Heroes don't do that." He said, "If you're going to be a hero, be a real hero. Be strong enough to be gentle, and be humble." Anyway, it was so important to me, and I thought about those words when I went to the audition. And when I got into the little cubicle, I had the pages in front of me and I had gone over them, but I hadn't done my voice for them yet. But I just remember Larry saying, Peter, if you're going to be a hero, be a real hero. Be strong enough to be gentle. And I just took that softness into the microphone and my name is Optimus Prime. And then I read.
Thank you so much for listening, and I hope this short little video kind of gives a more honest take about how I look at this franchise. I'm still trying to defend it. Michael does do some things that are for the better. Optimus isn't without his flaws in the franchise, and I'm not entirely in agreement with how he's depicted, but for a good part he did okay. So thanks for listening in, guys. We'll see you guys next week.